So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Bosh, another press conference reaction. Happy Friday. Our captain, well, I say our captain, he's not our captain, but to me, he's been our captain, bruv. Gabriel, he is back. Because I don't class that hair flicking little fuck as our captain. Bosh, hold that, Odegaard. This is actually our captain, Gabriel Magalhaes. And he might not be here for much longer. The way we're carrying on with our dodging of trophies. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the summer, lads. Anyway, happy Friday. Bosh. Live with rants in half an hour. Keep your eyes peeled for that. We will be redirecting. But we are going to go through the puppet conference. And we shall see what our manager, our glorious leader, has to say for himself. And big up to everyone locked in. Smash the likes up, though. Big up for the subs as well. 107.5k. Come on, we're flying up on subs at the minute. If we can get that close to maybe 108, 109 maybe by the end of the year, maybe even 110 at a push. But that'd be unbelievable. But yes, bless up, man. Yeah, come on, big up Mohammed as well. Been following since 1k. Gosh, proper. Big up Hendo as well. All the real ones inside today. Look at this, look. Big up to everyone. Ian, Duke Dennis. Big up to Ian as well. Better captain than Gibraltar guard. Facts. I was sat on my patio earlier and I could see Gibraltar guard waving his Norway flag at me. I'm not even joking. He was sat on top of Gibraltar Rock waving his Norway flag at me. It's what it is. Anyway, we're going to get into the puppet conference and see what these puppets of our super duper Mick. But yeah, bless up to everyone locked in. Yeah, the OGs are inside, man. Come on, big up Gary, man. Abhijit, mate. What are you saying, mate? It's just who we are, mate. Anyway, good vibes today, man. Good vibes today. Good vibes today. Big up Christian as well. Rhythm. Everyone's inside, man. Yozinho. All the OGs are inside, man. Come on. RKD. Man like JC. I'm a poet. I fully know it. You know what I'm saying? MJG. See, we can continue with this. Anyway, make sure Rance gets cooked. Man, he was out here blaming the pitch, and he's got a backup for that now because Ahmad mentioned the pitch. And his get out of jail be, oh yeah, well, if a professional footballer, has mentioned that the pitch was bad, then the pitch is bad. So it's just long in it. And we'll see how the conversation goes. Because I'm hearing that they're looking for some 6'5" fucking units to score set pieces now as well. Funny old game, isn't it? But we're seeing it. We'll see. We'll see what mood it goes down as soon as we're there in the first couple of minutes. Yeah, we don't plan any of this shit. It just happens, isn't it? So we don't have a script. I don't even know what we're going to talk about. I don't even know what the title is for the stream. Didn't even look. What's the title for the stream? Where is it? Where is it? Title for the stream is Battle of the Set Pieces. Amorim versus Pep Part 2. There you go, guys. There you go. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, isn't it? We'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, they've all turned into top reds, man. It's funny. They're all in meltdown over these leaks as well, which is hilarious. It doesn't matter what starting 11 they put out. They're all shit. So who cares if it's been leaked early? Do you generally think that these managers and club staff of the teams they're playing are sitting on Twitter all day waiting for the team news to drop an hour before it's actually supposed to drop? What are we doing here? It's mad. Anyway, let's get into the puppet conference. Mutant Puppets. Mutant Puppet Journo conference. Let's go, guys. Let's go from bottom to top, because I always go top to bottom. And I think bottom up is the order they ask the questions in. So we're seeing it. Maybe it's not. Actually, no, we will go top to bottom. Fuck it. Let's go top to bottom. Right. On whether Gabriel or Ricardo Calafiori will be fit for the game, he said there's a possibility of one of them to be available. He trained today. We'll see tomorrow. On having to be cautious with Calafiori, as he hasn't had a run of games. He said, we're just respecting the times that the medical department have set, and we'll just monitor his evolution. It's a good word, isn't it? Every day we understand that he's not fully ready yet, but he's getting very close. So is there anyone else ruled out? He said no. Everyone else is fine. So basically, Calafiori is the only one that's out then. So Zinchenko should have trained today. Is that right? Based off what he's just said there, Zinchenko trained then. I don't know. We'll see. He was then asked about Lewis Skelly, whether he deserves another start. He said he certainly deserves to be in contention to be selected. He performed and competed really well. At his age, what's his age got to do with it? To show maturity on the pitch is strange. Okay. And off the field is exactly the same. He is a person. No fucking way. Sherlock has found out he is a fucking person, lads. Who is continuously surprising all of the staff with the kind of questions that keep us all asking. This guy talks in riddles, isn't it? A lot of the times that shows you the intelligence of the person. He is a person. He's confirmed it twice. And Miles is a really bright boy. Okay. On how he felt seeing him flourish against Monaco. Oh, well, he felt that good, mate, that he subbed him off for no reason. Oh, but there you go. You always take a chance. Nobody can guarantee you a performance. It doesn't matter about the experience or the age. So that totally contradicts what he's just said above then. Nobody's pulled him up on that. But he was surrounded by senior players with experience. Do people actually believe the shit this guy comes out with? Let me read this again. You always take a chance. Nobody can guarantee you a performance. It doesn't matter about the experience or the age. But just before that, the question he was asked, the answer was, at his age to show maturity on the pitch is strange. Well, it's not, is it? Because you've just said, yeah, it doesn't matter about the experience or the age. This guy's a serial professional bullshitter. And people lop it up. But he was also surrounded by very senior players with experience. Yeah, but you've just said that that doesn't matter and it don't guarantee you performance. So what are we doing here? We believe that it was the right context. There's that buzzword that everyone loves. Context. Context, lads. Take a shot. Context. Context. For him to succeed, we have to have the team to perform to win the games, and they certainly did that. On Rice, Odegaard, and Marino midfield, there have been recently a lot of new units. I have no fucking idea what that means. What does that actually mean? There have been a lot of new units. What does that mean? On Rice, Odegaard, Marino midfield, there have recently been a lot of new units. Does anyone know what he's talking about? Anyone? What is he waffling about? Like, real talk. A lot of new units, guys. Units of measurement? Like, what? What are we doing here? Man said, no, I'm retarded, sorry. Units of what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, it's not strange. Your mouth's showing his maturity. Bro, this is the thing, right? Anytime anyone says, oh, but he's young, cool. Just, well, what about your mouth then? Oh, but he's generational. That's all they ever come out with. They chat shit, these people, bruv. What is he waffling about, this guy, bruv? Anyway, there have recently been a lot of new units, and certainly that was one that we had planned and discussed. And they've played so well together. They did a really good job. That much so that you hooked off Declan Rice after 60-odd minutes. This guy's a bullshitter, mate. Absolute waffler, isn't he? Let's just be real with it. He's a waffler. Serial waffler. Anyway. Dear. They did a really good job. They will play again together for sure in the near future. I think they complement each other really well. How do they complement each other, Mikel, was the next question. They are very intelligent and have football brains. Oh, maybe that's why they hold on to the ball too long and don't see a fucking pass thing, because they haven't got a brain. It's a football. They are free players that like to play for others, especially. You have players that can hold the ball in tight spaces. They can run with the ball. They can have threat in the box. You have creativity in tight spaces. You have a lot of things that you want in a defensive part as well. You have two players that are more holding midfielders, and Martin is exceptional in his timing and aggression in a high press. So it's very good. A whole lot of nothing was said there, guys. Oh, here we go. Here's a proper zesty question here, guys. All right, run through these likes as well. I'll come back to the comments in a minute. Run through these likes, guys. But this is a proper zesty question. On having Nicholas Jova mural outside the Emirates Stadium. I am so happy, guys. He fully deserves it, guys. The same as many other staff and coaches. It's great the attention is not just on the players or sometimes the manager. That our supporters can think that way. And someone can be so creative and it makes people feel valued and be recognized. And I think that's something really good. Mate, I'm pretty sure his bank balance makes him feel valued. Yeah, and recognized. Because the club are probably paying him a fuck ton of money. What are we doing here? The set piece coach. We've got to be the only club in world football that have a mural of a set piece coach and a fucking dog. On how special Kevin Campbell was. That's a random one, isn't it? Big up KC, though. RIP to KC. Random question to be asked, but there you go. You can tell why people talk and the tone of the face that they put on when they talk about him. The club has done really well again to make that day feel very special from all the people that had a chance to get to know him and recognize him, especially as a person. So it'll be a special day. Why? What day? What's happened? What have I missed? Is there a Kevin Campbell day coming up? What have I missed, lads? Oh, Everton. Of course it is. Fucking hell. Brain dead. See, I've got a football brain. Okay. That makes sense. Why they asked the question now. I take it back. I was thinking, what the fuck? Why would we randomly ask about KC? Bless up KC always, though, man. Bless up KC always. But yeah, what random. Anyway. On Bukayo Saka's Champions League form and getting him more credit. Does he need to top up on his phone? First of all, we have to be in the competition. We certainly are now, and the players and everybody has to step up. It is remarkable what he is doing consistently every 3 days in different competitions at this level. It's really good, and he will continue to do that. Okay. On the biggest value Mikel learned from his time at Everton. The human quality. And then how deep the feeling is towards the club. As we all know, the club has been through very different stages through its history. And recently, they've had a very tough one. But I love the way that they get together, go through their storms, and the way they face it is a great example. Again, Sean Dyche, the coaching staff and players have done what they've done in recent years with all the instability around the club. Hopefully, they can try to be a part of it going forward into the new stadium with new ownership as well, and keep going and have more enjoyable times ahead. What a load of bollocks. Shut up. On Everton having more time to prepare for the game. That's the context. Context. Buzzword. Context. We are used to playing every 3 days. The boys trained today, really fired up and looking forward to the game. Understanding it's always a really tough opponent. Well, it's not because we normally hammer them at home, mate. We're going to have to be really good to beat them. Although we do normally play them at the end of the season. On if Bukayo Saka is world-class, this is one for all the fucking mutants out there that have never seen world-class players. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's see what Super Duper Mix said. These were world-class, by the way. Anyway. I don't know, he said. I don't like putting labels on players. Right? All you mega mutants that love to fucking say all of our players are world-class, listen to your manager, lads. He's exceptional at what he does. And he does it very consistently. Now we need to go to the next step with things collectively as well as to get to the level. That's the aim. Again, a whole load of fucking nothing. This guy is a serial waffler. On Campbell proving there are more things important in life than football. That's for sure. The issue that we all have normally is that we don't recognize if someone's really difficult and impactful things happen in our lives. We are surrounded now, unfortunately, with a lot of issues, a lot of families, relatives. Everybody is going through a lot of stuff that's before wasn't common. So perspective is always good. Should have said context, mate. On how he keeps perspective on things. Fuck me. Perspective, context, fucking hell. Units. What are we doing here? What are we actually doing with this press conference? Understanding and being grateful for what we have daily. Where we are, first of all. Being healthy is the most important thing. I have 3 kids, a wife, and a family. What has this got to do with playing the fucking game, mate? All I ask and I pray for is everybody to be healthy. Without that, I have nothing else. Then we are where we are. What we're brought to in this world to do is to make sure we enjoy it, because there are going to be moments where, unfortunately, the world is going to crash. And we're going to have to go through that. What is this, mate? Fucking story time with Mikel, or actually a press conference? When Everton struggles during a takeover period, they haven't lost the rules and the fighting spirit, togetherness, the love for the club in regards to what happens. They are there. What has he just said? It's not easy, and it makes them really special. Hopefully that will help them and give them stability. The project with the new stadium looks unbelievable as well. So there's a lot to be excited about. What are we doing here? On the importance of threats from both sides of the pitch, we certainly have that. And obviously it's never going to be the same. But they have different qualities. We need to understand we have many other threats on our side, left side. Over the years we've done it. If not, we wouldn't be scoring the amount of goals that we have scored in the last 2 seasons. I'm really pleased with that. Different is good, according to Mikel. Doesn't have to be symmetric, asymmetric in football. Asymmetrics in football are great and very difficult to combat. We continue to go, trying to improve. This guy is sat here chatting absolute garbage on how important Moreno could be to the left side. Well, I'm still waiting for him to unlock Martinelli. Did he leave the key in the Basque region of Spain? Did he leave the key in Spain? I thought he was going to unlock Martinelli. That's something that we've had a lot of instability in recent years. Finding that stability. Fucking instability, stability, asymmetrics, symmetrics, fucking units, perspective, context, fucking buzzword, 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 buzzword. Why don't you just say it as it is, Mikel, instead of stop fucking trying to act smart to a thick fan base? Like, it's crazy. So, something we've had a lot of instability in recent years. So finding that stability, those relationships, that time together, putting players that can connect with each other and finding those chemistries is very important. It's true, we've never had consistency, especially because of the availability. Fuck me, mate. What is this guy waffling about? And if he ever shows Bukayo Saka the output of other forwards for inspiration, oh yes, come here, Bukayo. Sit down, have a little look at Mohamed Salah's output. Fuck off. We always set targets, but it's about understanding where we're going to when we're going to reach them targets. If we have an idea to score 30 or 40 goals, it's about how we're going to do that, and then how we're going to create a plan to develop that player to give him the best opportunity to make sure he's able to do that. That made no sense whatsoever, and he never answered the question. On the dinner after last season's final day win against Everton, on the dinner that we had after the Everton game, what is this bullshit, bruv? These men have been to journalist school, bruv. They've got fucking degrees in journalism. And they're asking about, oh, so, Mikel, what did you have for dinner after Everton last season? It was obviously mixed emotions, very sad that we had to do it on the last day of the season. It happens many times. This league weren't able to do it. Pride and fire in our bellies and motivation. What the fuck is this? Piss off, mate. Which players that mindset came from, I don't like to explain that, but a few players came straight away with that kind of, what is he talking about? And if Saka could move into a more central position like Messi and Ronaldo, oh my fucking God. Are we doing this? Is this actually happening? This is the worst press conference I've ever been through. I think that will depend on a lot of qualities of the players who are around him. For somebody to be inside instead of an outside, somebody has to be outside, and that player, that fullback, that attacking midfielder and 9 has to allow the space for us to do that. But I'm certainly very open to keep evolving the players. Sometimes it's the role, sometimes it's the position on the pitch, and sometimes it's a load of other things. That we can spend more time in that position, because when the ball is far from the opponent's side, we can choose where we want him. What? Because we're certainly thinking about these kinds of things. Bruv, I don't even know what you're thinking, mate, because you ain't even making no sense. And if he leaves it up to Saka and Martinelli to determine their position, their understanding of the game and the spaces and the timing they move in relation to each other is strong. I think that the freedom has to increase because their decision-making is going to improve. And their understanding is better. They will create uncertainty in with the opposition. And at the moment, the stage we are in, there's a lot more freedom than in the past. Really? Because all I see is Bukayo Saka hugging the touchline and being robotic, mate. Yeah? And then getting in the box and scoring a goal. Because no other fucker in this team can. With Martinelli, all I see is a geezer that runs with his head down and stands offside when everyone's supposed to be onside. And then can't cross the ball. And if Martinelli can become a number 9 in the long term, he's played there a few times. Well, it's funny, Dad, because what we should have done on this question is said, well, there was footage from Chris Wheatley, Charlie Boy Watson, the other band of bullshitters in this press conference, Mikhail, yeah, that posted out a training ground clip of him scoring goals. And the reason you had him sat on the bench for 6 months a few years ago was because we were converting him into a fucking striker. He already is a striker. So now it's, can he play number 9? Well, you bastards told us he could, mate. So what are we doing here? We were converting him. That's why he was holding bench for 6 months when he was fit. These man chat's absolute garbage. They're playing everyone, mate. I'm telling you now, this is the worst press conference I've ever read. He's played there a few times. Gabby is so good. When he's got the line on his back, what is fucking Mr. Coop turned up, bruv? Like with the baggies? Like, what are we doing here? And he's facing forwards and he's got the ball in a diagonal. What are you talking about? I haven't thought too much about that, but he's comfortable playing there, especially on the left side. So I think I see other evolutions more than this one. So basically, he's not going as a striker, lads. Why didn't he just say no? No, I don't really see him playing as a number 9. He's playing as our left-sided forward, mate. So Chris Wheatley, you're full of shit, but I knew that. Yeah, I knew that anyway. Charlie Boy Watts, you're full of shit, but I knew that. Yeah, James Benz, you're full of shit, but we knew that. Yeah, all of you fuckers were posting out training ground footage. Yeah, and it looked like CCTV footage. Do you guys remember that? It looked like CCTV footage from the fucking office upstairs overlooking the training ground. And these fuckers posted it out a few years back. Yeah, and said, Mikel Arteta's master plan to convert Martinelli into a striker, a formidable striker. He already was a striker, mate. But your manager's just sat here 2.5 years later and said, we ain't got plans to make him a striker. Full of shit. Stop listening to these journalists. They fucking chat bollocks. Anyway, on our sporting director situation going into January, we have one. Jason Ito is our interim sporting director. He's got full capacity, guys, and full support from the club. The process is open. Obviously, you know, the club and all of us support what is going on. And all of us will decide who we think the best person is. Why has he got a decision in who our sporting director is? Why? All of us will, the process is open. Obviously, you know, and the club, with the support of all of us and the intervention of all of us, will decide who they think the best person is moving forward, to move us forward. Why has he got a decision in that? And if there's any progress on appointing a permanent sporting director, he said, I'm sure there is a progress, yeah. And if January would be a busy window, I never expect January to be super busy, but we'll wait and see. There's some surprises can come along. We are prepared for that. Some opportunities, but we'll have to see. Hopefully the squad availability is going to get better, and we'll have to wait and see. on if the pathway is now clearer for academy players. In terms of intention, that's what we want. It's clear. We want to look at our academy and then understand if it's what we need. Fuck, this guy chatting shit, man. On when the sporting director position will be resolved. Timing wise, difficult to understand. I'm not running that process. There's another buzzword, process. Cheers. And if he'd like to see it settled soon, yes, but we are convinced that we have the right person with the right team. And until we do that, it can continue. Yeah, and we might just have to continue internally. This guy, that's the end of the press conference. That is the worst press conference I've ever fucking read in my life. But this is why I'm here, guys. Because you'll see all the sound bites, all the clips, yeah, all of the fucking aggregator accounts online, the copy and paste bitches that fucking are probably run by the club, directly or indirectly, or run by one person and run multiple accounts. Literally no questions about the game. That's what I'm saying, bro. Every single week. That is the worst one of the lot, by the way. That is the worst press conference I've read. What the fuck did I just read? That is embarrassing, bro. Absolutely embarrassing. Let me sort this green screen out. Let me turn this fucking brightness down and turn these lights up. Absolutely embarrassing, mate. Like, honestly, that was an absolute shit show. Right. Let's do that. There you go. I'm back in 4K. It's pathetic, isn't it? Learned nothing from that press conference. Exactly. Did we learn anything about your team, Daryl? About Everton? Did we learn anything about that? What did we learn about your team? Nothing. They are getting worse. It was just a buzzword FC. Buzzword FC. Big up Mr. B. See, I'm a poet. I fully know it. What are you saying, brother? You guys tried Nicolas Pepe up front in the Euro final. We also put Smith Rowe up front, false 9 before. Comparing Messi to Saka. Do you know what I'm saying? Messi and Ronaldo to Saka. Oh, do you show Bukayo Saka stats of other players in this position and the numbers, Mikel? What kind of question was that? Who asked these questions? Do you know what I'm saying? Compare this press conference to Chelsea one. It's night and day. Bro, this is just a scam. Yeah, because they know that Arsenal fans are the thickest fans that roam football, mate. Yeah, they do. They know that they're thick. So what they do is they get these little ponces in, yeah, that don't say anything against the club because they'll lose their perks. Yeah, then they just sit there and just peddle out what the club wants us to know. Yeah, and they ask bullshit questions. Now it's, oh my God, look at this. We might convert Bukayo into a striker and he can post Messi and Ronaldo numbers. No, he won't. Unbelievable, Jeff. It's actually embarrassing. I feel embarrassed reading that. It's mad, isn't it? Do you show him the numbers, Mikel? I'm pretty sure Bukayo Saka looks at his own fucking numbers and compares them himself, mate. That's what these footballers do. Big up my sweetie Galen. Unbelievable, Jeff. It's just a shit fest. I've quoted PRBS. Yeah, but this is the problem, Hendo, yeah? 90% of these mutants that infested our fan base will buy into this crap. They'll buy into all of that. Oh, my God. Oh, what a fantastic manager. He was talking about units. Oh, so, no, what was it? How are you feeling playing Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard and Mikel Moreno in midfield? Well, we definitely have a lot of units, a lot of new units. What does that even mean? A lot of new units. You mean you played a different three in midfield? What? Oh, well, we've got new units. How about stop talking like a fucking ponce, mate, and start using proper football talk? You know what I mean? Like, profile. Fucking, oh, we misprofiled him. You played him out of position, mate. Like, what are we doing here? Sounds good, though, doesn't it? Yeah, it's all a load of bollocks, bro. This guy signed up to the biggest football agency in the world. Sport agency, in fact. Biggest sports agency in world football. Well, just in sports in general. Yeah, he has got the maddest PR I've ever seen of any fucking football manager ever in my lifetime. It's unbelievable. Anyway, we are going to redirect to rants. There's 600 inside. Get these likes up, though, guys. Come on, the likes are dead. Let me grab these super chats quick. Yo, Lee, if Chelsea wins the Prem before Arsenal, what does that mean for Arteta? It'd just be, I would have spent £1 billion. He inherited a good team. He inherited 25 billion players. Yeah, this fan base will not get this guy sacked, mate. The only way this guy gets sacked is if he finishes outside the top 4. And even then, I find it highly unlikely. Yeah, do you know what's mad, yeah? It's so easy to get this manager sacked as well. Just empty the stadium out for 3 home games in a row. Just empty the stadium. Don't turn up. 3 home games in a row. He's gone. Yeah, if you want to get the ownership out, don't go home or away for 3 months. Empty that stadium out for 3 months straight, every fucking game. Yeah, watch how quick them conkies sell up. But unfortunately, we've got too many people within this fan base, yeah, that are just happy to be there, mate. They don't care about the result. They're just going down the boozer, go and see their mates. Go and see their mates. It's a jolly up. Get them away from their shit life. Yeah, get them a day out. Yeah, they don't care about the result, mate. But bless up, brother. Big up Chuka, man. Big up Arteta can't win trophies. 2nd place celebration dinner. Do you know what I'm saying? Talking about what he had for dinner and all that. Like, do me a favour. Pathetic. Anyway, listen. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. We're going to redirect to rants. I'll be there in literally 90 seconds. I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly and I'll be there, yeah? It's a chill. Love. Bless up everyone who's locked in, man. And we'll be back again. When are we playing? Are we playing tomorrow? I don't even know when we're playing. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoff. Oh, well, that's perfect. I can have a lay-in. And I finish a bit earlier. Very quickly. La Liga fixtures. I'm not doing the game tonight. I'm doing a show with Rance and I'm chilling tonight with the missus. Oh, Real Madrid played in the Madrid derby tomorrow against Vallecano. The forgotten Madrid derby, guys. So, yeah, if Arsenal don't lose or draw to Everton, I'll be doing that Madrid game tomorrow. If they draw or lose, I'll be on an emergency meeting. I'll probably do one anyway, but it'll be a short one. Anyway, bless up. Spam Rance's chat. Love to everyone who's locked in. And, yeah, man, these men were blaming the grass, the pitch. They're now talking about set pieces, lads. Funny old game. We will be there, guys. We will be there. 90 seconds. Spam his chat with Lee Raid people, yeah? And bless up to everyone who's locked in. I'm out. Conky out.